This is Dave, Maplewood Dave VSG, and this is my second video. Today is Monday, the 28th of April, 2014, and I am 4 days past my vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery, which I had done at Morristown Memorial Hospital in Morristown, New Jersey, with Dr. Michael Nussbaum. And I figured I would just come back, even though it was only 4 days post-surgery, I would let you know how I did. Oh, and by the way, I'm sorry for those who viewed my first video. The audio and the video weren't aligning, and that was a mess. So I've played around with it today and reloaded, and hopefully that's working, since it kind of gives you an introduction to my motivation behind going for this surgery and taking what I consider a drastic or a considerable step in managing a lifelong problem. Anyhow, so my surgery day went like this. My dad was here, my partner was here, and they came to the hospital with me and dropped me off. We were supposed to have surgery at 10:30. That didn't happen until like 12:30, 1 o'clock, something like that. One thing you should know is if you are nervous, and I certainly was because this was my first surgery in my life, I had talked to the doctor's office about the possibility of, can I get something to maybe calm my nerves a little bit? Was that allowed? And the physician's assistant that I spoke to said sometimes the primary care physician will prescribe like one tablet that you can take just to kind of mellow you, but they don't do that. And I thought, well, that would have been, good information to know beforehand, but what are you going to do? So I went into it stone cold sober, and she says, well, we'll give you something once, the anesthesiologist will give you something once you're here. Well, they give you, the anesthesiologist gives you something to calm you, like when you're being strapped to the table. So, I don't know. You know what? The whole experience wasn't that bad, but I'm going to give you the frank, unvarnished truth. Because everybody told me, oh, you're not going to feel any pain. Except for Gooch. He said, first few days aren't a picnic. And you know what? He was right. They weren't. So, honesty. Thank you, sir. Anyway, but they put you out. You don't remember anything. For those who've never had surgery before, I did feel some pain when I woke up. They brought me into the recovery room, and the nurse, of course, is like, Mary Sunshine. She's like, "Good morning," and you're like, "Ow, it hurts." I think the exact quote I said was, "Ow, it hurts. Fuck, fuckity, fuckity, fuck." And then by the time I got that out, somebody said, "We're making you comfortable." And they put something in my IV. And, I was like, oh, okay, well, I think I'll sleep a little while longer, which is what I did. So for those of you who come out of pain, the magic word is, ow, it hurts, fuck, fuckity, fuck. And that gets you somewhere. Sorry for the saucy language, but that's exactly what I said, and I didn't care who heard it either. In recovery, how it worked at Morristown was it's just like a room with, it's not even a room, it's a great big room that's partitioned by curtains that they pull on these tracks. So anything that goes on, everybody hears. After that first initial little blast of ow, this doesn't feel good, my pain was managed well. I got up, I slept a while longer. They let me sleep quite some time. And I don't know if there was something, the surgeon came to see me. I barely remember seeing him. He told me that everything went fine. It was textbook. I should be out the next day, and everything would be great. And things went fairly well. For whatever reason, everybody says that you will be up walking within a few hours of surgery. And I believe that they do that. For whatever reason, they didn't do that with me. They let me sleep. And maybe it was a foul language. Maybe they're afraid if they let me get too sober, I was gonna become a longshoreman with the saucy language again, and they wanted to spare everybody else from that. But so they kept me stoned. Anyway, I had stuff in the IV. They gave me a little drink of something. I love the ice chips. Ice chips are your friend, because your mouth gets dry. And I, of course, sleep with a BiPAP. So it's not even a CPAP that just covers your nose, because I fall asleep, then my mouth opens a little, which negates the whole thing. So I had to bring this machine with me, and they put it on me, and it covers my mouth and my nose, the whole thing. Unfortunately, sometimes if your mouth opens, that can dry you out. So that's a good thing. I think her name is Gorgeous Godzilla. She said in one of her videos that bring some chapstick or something because your lips will dry, and they certainly will. And I took her advice, and it was great advice. Bring chapstick or some kind of Vaseline or something to moisten your lips. Um, they let me sleep all the entire day. I never did get to go to a room because the hospital was full. I think they misplanned or miscalculated or had emergencies. So I didn't get to go to the room. I slept overnight in recovery, which I don't think my care was in any way hampered. As a matter of fact, I almost think I might have gotten better care because I wasn't in a room by myself. I was in, the curtained partition, but they took care of me all through the night. And I remember waking up and getting some ice chips and actually seeing the lady through a break in the curtains. The nurse, had actually pulled up one of those wheelable like trays for your things and lowered it and made it like a desk. And she pulled up a chair and she sat there doing charts. And there was me and one other guy next to me. And she kind of just took care of us. So that was kind of cool. You felt watched over. The next day, I did get up and started walking, and the big thing was I had to urinate because I'd always heard that with any surgery, if you have trouble peeing, they were going to put a catheter in you and help you out. Um, yeah, that's not on anybody's featured list. So I was able to go to the bathroom, and thank goodness. And so I was spared that ordeal. And I got to come home. And I've been subsisting on clear liquids, so broth and diet Snapple, and the popsicles are great, and Jello, sugar-free Jello. So all these sugar-free concoctions. The one thing I will say is that the day before surgery, I was on the clear liquid diet as well, and they said you can have um, broth. So I got this like chicken broth. I got a couple different brands. And I tried it, and I thought it was really great. And I'm like, wow, why didn't I use this before? This stuff is great. And whatever happened during surgery, now it turns my stomach. The smell turns my stomach. I'm so turned off. It's like it smells like I'm drinking grease. So I don't know. I called the nutritionist today, and she said, try and get some bouillon cubes, and you can do the beef, and chicken. I'm sure your practitioner will have what's best for you, but they gave me a couple different options since I was getting, grossed out. So basically, that's where I am on Monday. I see them on Thursday for a follow-up and a follow-up with the nutritionist. And let me just give you some stats. My high weight, oh, here we go. My high weight was 420 pounds. I am 5'11" and a half, so just under 6 feet tall. My surgery weight was 405, and my current weight. I know it's too ridiculous to even weigh yourself like just a few days out, but curiosity gets the best of you. This morning I was 394.6. So from my high weight, I've pretty much lost 25 pounds. 15 of it on my own, and the rest it could be just from this liquid. I don't know, but we'll see. So I'm on my way. And today, 4 days out, every day gets better. Every day gets better. And I decided that even if I would be in a little pain, even if what everybody was telling me, except for Gooch, even if what everybody was telling me, oh, no pain, it's like a walk in the park, was true, it was worth a little bit of discomfort to have a better rest of my life. And so that's the attitude that I'm taking. The only thing that's an unpleasant surprise is, for whatever reason, and I've never heard of anybody else needing this, but I have to get injections twice daily of enoxaparin. Enoxaparin is to keep my blood from clotting. And I take a shot in the morning and in the evening, and you have to give it yourself. It's not even a total auto injector. It's a pre-filled syringe. And since for a person who doesn't like needles or doctors or things like that, I've explored that on the first video. Doing this myself was rough. Now, the first few shots, like I said, my partner is a nurse, and so, but we don't live together. And as a matter of fact, it's kind of long distance right now. So he gave me the shot the first few times, and then basically said, you're going to have to do these before I leave. And I was hemming and hawing, and eventually I just, whatever, give me the damn thing, and boom, in it went. Oh, hey, we're closing down. So even the machine's getting bored. So I'll start to wrap this up. But I did get over that. I've never heard of anybody else needing it. And to add insult to injury, I'm actually a product manager for a pharmaceutical company, for a generic company, and enoxaparin is one of the drugs in my line that I manage. And the pharmacy dispensed my competitor's product. Bastards. Anyway, so I had to pay for it. If it was my company stuff, it would have been free, zero copay. Anyway, but I still wouldn't like to give the shot myself. So I think that that's something maybe that's unique to me. You know, that they felt I needed it, and I'm going through with it. So it's amazing the journey you can take and how far you can come from being too afraid to go even for a physical to giving yourself shots and having surgery and losing weight. And I feel better today. I actually do. Already I feel better. It's kind of amazing. I almost feel like I'm going to knock on wood because I almost feel like I shouldn't say that because I don't want it to end. I want it to continue, and hopefully it will. And since I'm already over 10 minutes, I'm up to 11 minutes, I'm going to say goodbye for now. But thanks to everybody who gave me shout outs, who subscribed to the channel. I'll try to make it a little more interesting as I go on. And really appreciate your support and the information that you've passed and everything you've given. And again, and to VSG Bobby, thanks so much for the nice shout out. It was nice to be welcomed into the community of people who have done this. So take it easy, guys. Take care.